I'm here in the home of Director of Administrator for Policy and Public Liaison for the Small Business Administration and Administrator for Entrepreneurial Affairs Agency, James Ryan Hendrick. Jim, how are you today? Better than I deserve. Jim, you said that you feel like that the Clinton administration is doing very little, if any, to help the economy. He's too busy trying to pass his little leftist socialist policy and going to all these trade summits all over the world. And you are aware that he is heading to one in Oregon, the Pacific Rim trade. Yes, I am. That I have no doubt. You see, Clinton seems to be more in line with his foreign policy. But his domestic policy, the thing is, he knows he's tied up by the Republican Congress. And he wants anything and everything that they have tabled that don't go in line with what he thinks. He thinks he's from the center. But like I said back in January, it remains to be seen. So you don't think he's changed at all? No. I thought maybe he would bring forth change when I supported him in '92. But it only took me a couple of months in office to see he hasn't changed. He hasn't changed much of anything. Maybe the economy had a small degree of prosperity in '94, but not much. This year is more of a disaster. The smallest economic growth ever so far. And you think that the best hope was in the first quarter. The best hope was in the first quarter, but somehow Clinton didn't pass some legislation that conservatives wanted that I was behind. The faith-based initiatives was one thing that did not pass. The federal state programs, it is bogged down in Congress, the last thing I know. And now this sustainability in small business. Now, some congressmen want to attack that to welfare reform. And President Clinton says he will veto that. Am I correct? Yes, he will veto that if it's attached to welfare reform, which you think could lead to a government shutdown, which, to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind. You see, I think the thing is, the president thinks he can go around working foreign policy, but he's avoiding the obvious. The obvious being the shrinking the economy and the whitewater thing. The shrinking the economy, yes. Now, whitewater, I have not seen him address anything regarding whitewater. I know he had already been deposed by Ken Starr, and whether they're going to do anything or not, who knows. But the balls are going in place like they should, and some top close friends to the Clintons they are going down because they took advantage of the little man. And you believe that the small businesses of America are the little man? Yes, they are. And the little man is being trampled by these people. Conservative Democrats are being isolated out. And so because of that, I have to say this. We can't allow this to continue. And I think it's time for conservatives and libertarians to stand up and say, we're not going to tolerate this anymore. You think that perhaps Blake Carter's theories may be right. I haven't spoken to that man in a few months now. And I don't care to really talk about it. It's been a while since my last interview with him. And I'm not going to go there. But suffice it to say, Bill Clinton has failed as far as the economy. There's been no serious growth. Not in '93, barely in '94. And my projections is not anything in '95. Thank you, Jim. We appreciate you being on here. From CBNC News, the Fort Worth Times Tech desk, take care.